Welcome. Today we're watching episode 3 of Attack on Titan, the final season. As always, if you enjoy the content I'm making and you want to support me, then you can head over to my Patreon, link is in the description down below, and subscribe if you want to see more. So let's get into episode 3. So what I really liked about this episode was that we got to see the past events that we've already experienced in this story through the fresh eyes or through the perspective of the young Annie, Bertolt, and Rainer, or Rainer, whatever you want to call it. And that gave all of those events a whole new context. Before, we only saw the view of the aliens, the ones trapped in the walls. Eren, Mikasa, Armin, everyone. And they had their own belief about what this world is truly at its core. And that it's cruel and that they don't belong behind those walls. And seeing this new perspective shines, as I said, as a completely new light on the whole story itself. This is pretty much the moment. It may have been so before, but this is the moment where everyone's opinion of, well, the Marleyans, and especially Rainer, Bertolt, and Annie changes completely. It's here that it becomes clear that they were only children. Young, small children that didn't know any better. What they were going to unleash and what they were going to do to all of those people. They were only children who had the Marleyan ideology indoctrinated. They couldn't do anything about it. It was their life. That's how they grew up. With that belief that all the aliens on this island are not humans, that they are devils who need to be destroyed. And so, if that is the only belief that you grow up with, of course it's gonna become your own conviction that those people really need to die. This paints a new picture on the, and it again, this is, and that's what I love, these reflections, the mirror between those two parties, the aliens and the Marleyans. And when I'm saying Marleyans and aliens, I mean the aliens behind the walls and the Marleyans and the aliens that are in Marley and the warriors. There's a mirror separating them. But basically, they're all the same. They may have different beliefs and a different ideology, but on both sides, they're still just human. That got portrayed so well in this episode. When Marcel died, Annie and Bertolt were ready to give up. It showed that they didn't really fight for the cause itself, for the ideology. They were fighting for their own survival and the survival of their families at home. So it wasn't really something they wanted to do. And for Rainer, it was a bit different. Even though both of them said, no, let's just stop here, let's turn back. He pushed on. He went forward. Or at least, well, he tried to. In the end, he convinced them. But it was also not for the ideology of Marley itself, but for, well, the honor. and his family and the reputation. He wanted to his parents to be proud of him, the people at home to be proud of him, that he finally achieved something of significance in his life. And again, this is also a reflection of Eren. And that's why I love the scene where Reiner was looking up to the sky, I think. And then we also saw Eren looking up to the sky. So this is a direct comparison that both of them, they want something more. In a way, they both want freedom. For Eren, it's of course obvious. He always says he wants to fight for freedom, get out of these walls, not live like cattle. And for Reiner, it's also freedom, because he wants to live proudly and for his family to be more regarded as wealthy, important, as significant. And that in a way is also freedom. Not as obvious, but in my opinion it is. So yes, they are both fighting for the same cause, I guess. And as I said, both of them are human. And this is what is, well, trying to be portrayed. And it succeeds, definitely. They both have desires and dreams, but the only difference is they're on, well, different sides. The two sides of the same coin. Yeah, it really makes you empathize with the three of them, even though they did all of the destruction and actively and passively killed a lot of people. I don't want to say innocent people, because that term is a bit overused, but I think you know what I mean. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I hope you did as well. And if you did, leave a like, comment down below what you think about the mirroring and the different ideologies. Yeah, and subscribe, of course, if you want to see more. Yeah. Enjoy your day, take care, and bye.